Hey everybody, it is me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap. Wait a minute, am I getting another pimple? No, it's just a shadow. Oh my god, see, this pimple has got me all shook. Now I think I've got pimples all over my face. Anyways, oh, that's probably just a rash. Anyways, this is Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. But we're doing daytime TV, and this time we're talking all about General Hospital. Now, General Hospital has been killing the game lately. They've been doing really good in terms of storyline and acting. But in terms of the ratings, they have come back from fourth to third place. But I'm telling you, those Bell soaps, Young and the Restless and Bold and Beautiful, they have a stranglehold on number one and number two. Now, daytime television as a whole, viewership is going down. Right? There was a time when, 8 million people were tuning into Young and the Restless, and now they're winning with just 3 million. So I think that the whole ratings Nielsen system needs to kind of change a little bit, because it's not taking into effect that about people that, do DVRs and watch later than the next day. Because if I'm out traveling, I'm going to DVR my show, and I'm not going to be able to watch until the weekend, right? So the DVR only counts on Nielsen. This is a recent change, but it only counts on Nielsen if they watch it the same day. So that's kind of dumb. And then also, it doesn't count for people who watch online as well. So, I think that the Nielsen ratings are sort of skewed and aren't keeping up with how we watch television. And I think that probably a lot more people watch soaps than they think do. And I think that what they tend to do is they tend to take their money from soaps. Like, for example, and this is this is a rant that's going across about all the soaps, but I've got to say this. Whenever they take money from soaps, it doesn't make any sense to me, because it's not the same as a sitcom, right? If a sitcom isn't getting any money or losing any viewership in prime time, I get why they have to cancel it. Or because the cast is asking for too much money. There comes a tipping point where they've just got to let the show go, right? But for these shows that have been on for 40 years, right? Days of Our Lives has been on since, 1965? So 52 years? I mean, that is a long time. So you can't really treat that the same way that you treat a sitcom. Name me one sitcom that's been on for 52 years. Name me one sitcom where the star has lived that long. I mean, that's what I'm saying about these shows, is that they're really super important, And I feel like other countries get that, but here in America, that's a separate rant, though. Let's go into General Hospital. But anyways, that's how I feel. I feel like whenever they pull money from soaps, it's not doing the soaps any favors, because then they can't do things that will get viewers. And that's what leads... See, this is... Okay, well, I'm going to save this rant for when I do Days of Our Lives on Friday, because I've got a lot to say about it, and it actually affects Days the most. But we'll talk about General Hospital now. Okay, General Hospital. Okay. So General Hospital this past week was really focused. Let's see. So there was really focused this week on, and this is the week that ended last Friday the 12th. It really ended a lot focused on the divorce between Carly and Sonny, and how Sonny had slept with Carly's lawyer. That whole thing just seems very out of character. Sonny, don't get me wrong, Sonny is still hot for his age, and he is still a little bit of a romancer, but he doesn't strike me as being the one-night stand kind of guy, because that was the thing, is they slept together before they knew who they were, and then he found out she was Carly's lawyer, and she ended up having to recuse herself from the case. But that just doesn't seem like that is in character for Sonny to do. If you think about it, all of the ladies that Sonny has slept with, whether it's Carly or Ava or, oh God, what's her name? Dominic Zampronia. He plays, I don't even know what his character name is even. He's on the force. And his Olivia. You want to know why? Because in the name, when I hear Olivia in my head, I think of Olivia Jerome, and that's always been that way. So whenever I think of the new Olivia, I always think of the character that she played on The City. I don't think of her as Olivia on General Hospital, and I know she's been on for years or whatever, but I'm telling you, I go back a long time with General Hospital, so that's why I'm for sure all about Olivia Jerome. Dante. Dominic Dante. His real name is Dominic, and his character's name is Dante. Okay, I'm getting there. All right. So, but like her, Brenda, Lily, like even Alexis, like all of those ladies he knew and had relationships with before they fell into bed. He didn't really start off with a one night stand with any of them. So to him to all of a sudden start having one night stands with people he just met, that doesn't make any sense. Especially because he is someone who has a lot to lose. Right? If he is this big mafioso kingpin that we've been led to believe for the past 25 years that he's been on the show, then we should know that, he's not just going to go to bed with anybody, right? Who knows what kind of weapons they could have, or, I mean, that just seems really out of character and a little bit contrived. Okay. So that's just how I feel about that storyline. It was doing so well until that point. Now it's just like, okay, that's kind of reaching. That's reaching a little bit. Frank Valentini, executive producer, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyways, moving on. So Tracy's now gone, which is sad because she left last week, and she's still missed. But I talk a little bit about her on the Days of Our Lives. So if you didn't catch my recap from 2 recaps ago, check out episode, I think it's 215, Days of Our Lives, episode 215. Check it out because I do talk a lot about, because she was on Days of Our Lives as well. Anyways, moving on. All right. So another thing that was slightly a thing was the disintegration of the relationship between Nina and Valentin. Wow, that was fast, right? Damn. They've been married for, 3 months? And now that's done? I mean, I don't know what's going to happen because they just literally found out that Anna has been bugging them. And now he's coming on strong to Anna. So I don't know if that means that Nina is out of the picture and he's got nothing to lose. Or if he's going to be playing Anna because he knows that Anna was playing him. Or if they're both going to be playing Anna. I'm not quite sure. So we'll see how that plays out. But it was nice to see that brother and sisterly bond between her and Nathan. And for Nathan to kind of get involved. Because with Maxie gone, Nathan doesn't really have that much to do. So I'm hoping that, and from what I understand, she left the show and so here's the thing. She's left the show before, right? The first time she left the show, they had Teresa Donovan on Days. Jen Lilly. They had Jen Lilly take her place. And I thought she did a great job, right? I was not one of the haters. But people were so fucking mean on Twitter. I mean, like, seriously. Listen, people are going to get recast. It's not anyone's fault, right? It finally broke her and drove her to the point where she posted this long Twitter rant saying, I'm sorry that I'm not Kirsten Storms. I'm never going to be her. So please stop saying horrible things. I mean, like, it's really hateful. It was really mean. But good news, she ended up going to Days of Our Lives and did a great job as Teresa, actually. She went right into the front burner, whether it was her fight with Jen or her affair with JJ or her love affair with Brady. I mean, like, the whole thing, she was just great the whole time. Anyways, that's more Days of Our Lives. Going back to General Hospital. So then recently, and it was because she had... it's a female problems, and it's called endometriosis. Thank you. My friend Felicia in Branson had endometriosis, and that's why I knew right away what it was. But so it was really bad, and she couldn't come to work, so that's why she ended up leaving the first time. And then she left the second time because she had some sort of skin issue, and they replaced her short term with Molly Burnett, who used to play Melanie on Days of Our Lives. And Molly Burnett actually did a great job as Maxie. So first of all, I want to know, why don't they just bring her back? right? Even if it's just for a short time. The fans didn't actually react as hatefully to Molly Burnett as they did to Jen Lilly. And I'm thinking that, well, maybe they learned their lesson there, which I would hope so. But, maybe they just liked her better. But why not bring her back that way? I would rather see her still on the canvas because she's such an integral character, especially to poor Nathan West, than have her completely off the canvas because the actress that portrays her has to be off the show. I mean, when Nicholas left the show right before the end of his storyline, they ended up recasting because they had to. I mean, they were going to wrap up his storyline anyway, so they had to recast him. And I thought that Nick Stabile did a really good job. I thought he did fine, So anyways, that's my rant for General Hospital for this week. But thank you so much for I know I kept veering off into Days of Our Lives and Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless, but I'm telling you, all these soaps are all related, and you've got to just, you've got to appreciate daytime television for real. But anyways, please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can also hashtag GH to talk General Hospital, or you could hashtag Amazing Race to talk the Amazing Race, because that's what I'm doing next. And you can also hit that little subscribe button on YouTube and subscribe to this channel. Okay, thank you so much for logging on today, everyone. I do appreciate you all. You have a wonderful night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.